Today I'm going to be rebuilding the Chicago Bulls in the 2022-23 NBA season to see if we can win an NBA championship. In the draft we ended up getting the 18th pick, which is okay. This is the coaching staff. You can look into it more if you want. First trade I made was with Alex Caruso for Jonathan Isaac. Next trade was Kobe White and a second round pick for Kelvin Johnson. In the draft I took Donnie Davis because he's a good asset. I traded Patrick Williams for Jalen Duren and TJ McConnell. I traded Vucevic and Johnny Davis away for Steven Adams and Jaden Ivey. I traded Javonte Green and TJ McConnell away for Jaden McDaniels and Blake Wesley. I traded DeMar DeRozan away for Franz Wagner and a 23 first round pick. I gave Bradley Beal a massive contract in free agency, which he would eventually sign to. I also gave Cody Zeller a good contract. And Trey Burke a good contract. And Willie Cauley-Stein. And Ben McLemore. And Bismack Biyombo. This is what the roster's looking like for the season. Of course, young team, rebuilding team slightly. You know, we have the star player being Bradley Beal, so that's pretty good. This is a Summer League team for anyone who cares. It's a pretty good Summer League team in my opinion. We didn't win, but still. We had to cut 2 players before the start of the season because, of course, they didn't fit within 15 players. These are the minutes for the whole season. You know, Lonzo Ball at the 1, Bradley Beal at the 2, Jonathan Isaac at the 3, Calvin Johnson at the 4, Steven Adams going to be running the 5, 6th man Franz, 7th man Jaden Ivey, 8th man Cody Zeller, 9th man Jaden McDaniels, Ben McLemore, Willie Cauley-Stein, Trey Burke, Jalen Duren, Blake Wesley, yada yada, Bismack Biyombo. These are the All-Star teams. We had 1 All-Star this year in Bradley Beal, which I'm kind of shocked about, but I can't complain. At the start of the season, we were 30-22 just before the All-Star break. Nikola Jokic won MVP at the end of the season. Cade Cunningham, Rookie of the Year. Andre Drummond, 6th man. Jonathan Isaac, our guy, DPOY. You know, the GOAT. Most Improved Jared Jackson. Quinn Snyder, Coach of the Year. All-NBA first team, we had nobody on All-NBA first team or All-NBA second team. No one on All-NBA third either. Although we did have Jonathan Isaac and Lonzo Ball on All defensive first. And no one on All defensive second. All rookie first, we didn't have anybody. All rookie second, we didn't have anybody either. So in the playoffs, we actually accidentally were the 2nd seed when we were trying to have a losing season. But can I really complain? We take game 1, we take game 2, we take game 3, and we take game 4. So we sweep the Wizards. We're up against the Pistons next. Jonathan Isaac was injured. Don't worry, I dealt with that. But they would take game 1, we would take game 2, we would take game 3. Then they would take game 4. They would take game 5 and would eventually beat us. Hawks won the championship in the end. Trae Young, Finals MVP. In the draft, we ended up having the 15th pick via Portland, which is okay. This is the coaching stuff, once again. You can look into it. I'm not personally. Brandon Miller gets selected first overall, which is kinda crazy over Wembanyama. I ended up trading Cody Zeller, Blake Wesley, and my pick for Wembanyama, which the Raptors somehow accepted. I traded a 23 first round pick for Anthony Black and Frank Kaminsky. And then traded Frank Kaminsky for a 24 first and a 26 second. Traded Ben McLemore for a 24 first. And I got Wembanyama and Anthony Black on the team. I managed to re-sign Franz Wagner and Jaden McDaniels. Keldon Johnson, we had to re-sign back on a contract. Matthias Tybal, we're giving him a contract too. Steven Adams re-signs. And this is the roster with Bradley Beal, Lonzo Ball, Victor Wembanyama, Jonathan Isaac, Jaden Ivey, Franz Wagner, Keldon Johnson, Jaden McDaniels, Anthony Black, Matthias Tybal, Jalen Duren, Steven Adams, and in total they mostly improved, so that's pretty good. This is a Summer League team, which is way better than last year somehow, but you know, we just like that. Bobo as well. Let go. We ended up actually winning against Minnesota in the Summer League, which is kind of cool. That injury was not real, by the way. This is what the roster looks like for the season. Kind of already went through it, but this is what the final roster looks like. Pretty good. We're improving from last year, but we're not really decreasing at all. So, kind of good. Guys, so and Eric Gordon and Jay Crowder as well. These are the minutes. If you want to look into them, you can. But Lonzo Ball at the 1, Bradley Beal at the 2, Franz at the 3, Keldon Johnson at the 4, Wembanyama at the 5, Jonathan Isaac at 6 man, Jaden Ivey, Jaden McDaniels, Anthony Black, Jalen Duren, Steven Adams, Matthias Tybal, Jay Crowder, Eric Gordon. Willie Cauley-Stein I also signed in free agency because we needed more center depth. We did have one all-star in Bradley Beal this year, so that's fun. I traded Jaden McDaniels for Poku. I felt like that was a pretty good trade in my opinion. Traded Keldon Johnson for Jerice Walker. Trae Young won MVP. Don't really know how. Wembanyama, Rookie of the Year. Kind of obvious. Amen Thompson, 6 man. That was kind of unexpected. DPOY, Giannis. Cole Anthony, Most Improved. And Quinn Snyder, again, Coach of the Year. All NBA first team, we had nobody again. All NBA second team, nobody yet again. All NBA third team, nobody yet again. All defensive first team, nobody. Yeah. All defensive second team, we had Lonzo. That's kind of cool. All rookie first team, Wembanyama. And we also had Jerice Walker on there. We were the 4th seed against the Hornets. Jalen Duren got injured. I sorted that out, don't worry. We took game 1. Hornets took game 2. Hornets took game 3. Hornets took game 4. And they took game 5, and we got swept in a gentleman's sweep. Timberwolves won the championship. D'Angelo Russell Finals MVP. Dwight Howard, Carmelo Anthony, and I'm pretty sure it was Blake Griffin retired. We ended up with a second pick in the draft, which was amazing. I still can't believe I did that, but like, what can I say? This is the coaching for the year. If you want to know, you can look into it. The Philadelphia 76ers took Ron Holland. And then I ended up thinking that Isaiah Collier would be the best fit for us, so I ended up taking him. I also had another pick, which I think was the 7th. I took DJ Wagner. And then I also could have taken Bronny James. I decided not to. And I ended up trying to take AJ Johnson, Australia, Illawarra Hawks. Signed all of them on contracts. All good players. Signed Jaden Ivey back, Franz Wagner back, Jalen Durham back. Lonzo declined his player option. But I ended up signing him anyway, so, you know. This is what the roster's looking like. You know, kind of similar to last season. Few improvements from everyone. Isaiah Collier, of course, added to the roster. Poku. Tyus Tybalt, Jay Crowder kind of decreased. We actually hosted an All-Star game, which is kind of cool. These are the minutes. If you want to go into them, you can. Jaden Ivey at the 1, Bradley Beal at the 2, Anthony Black at the 3, Franz Wagner at the 4, Victor Wembanyama at the 5, Lonzo at the 6, Jonathan Isaac, 7th man, Jalen Duran, Poku, Jarris Walker, Isaiah Collier, DJ Wagner, Matthias Tybalt, Jay Crowder, AJ Johnson. These are the All-Star teams. Unfortunately, we did not have anyone that became an All-Star. LaMelo won MVP at the end of the season, which, congrats. Matas Buzelis won Rookie of the Year. 6th man, Sharif Cooper. DPOY, Giannis. Anthony Black, Most Improved. Quinn Snyder, Coach of the Year for like 3 seasons. No one, All-NBA first team. No one, All-NBA second, unfortunately. No one, All-NBA third. No one on All-Defensive first. And no one All-Defensive second. I don't think we had anyone on All-Rookie first. Or All-Rookie second. Kind of a shame. We ended up being the 2nd seed in the playoffs against Detroit in the first round. They took game 1, we took game 2. We took game 3. We took game 4. We took game 5 in a gentleman's sweep. We took game 1 against the Hornets. We took game 2 against the Hornets. We took game 3 in the Hornets. Don't worry, I sorted that injury out. Don't be nervous. And we ended up not taking the next game, but doing them again in a gentleman's sweep. Bradley Beal, healthy again. We're up against Atlanta, of course. 2k, very biased against Atlanta, but I can't really say anything. They took game 3, we took game 4, we took game 5. And we took game 6. We're up against the Timberwolves, like the Summer League, in the NBA Finals. Franz Wagner, I sorted that out. I forgot to show you the sim, but we were down 3-2. So I went into Simcast. We ended up winning that game by kind of a blowout. Then in a game 7, I decided to simcast again, and we ended up winning again, so that's fun, in another blowout, which is kind of a shock. We won the NBA championship. Victor Wembanyama finals MVP. Shout out to him. Thank you everyone for watching. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.